fire.
You can see through the fire?
I can see the fire. Just give me a sec. We might need to prop it up a bit. I just can't see you. Let's see if I can add a little extra. Yeah, we're gonna need to add more lighting, or if the fire can get brighter. That's the only problem. If this was more of a higher tech camera too, I do have another camera at home, but I doubt that'll do anything either.
But you can't see?
So far, I can see the flames. I just can't see you.
Put the camera on flashing on me. Or the light on your phone.
Okay.
It's facing me. Now can you see me?
Let's see. No. I can see you, but the camera can't.
You sure? Fuck. Wait, give me the phone.
Sure. Let me just walk it over because I don't want to end it up falling on fire either.
Now try, ready? Now try.
Okay. Let me just look at the screen. A little bit better. If only my camera light.
Let me go on the start the broadcast.
It's already gone live.
Okay.
I just can't see well. I could see you somewhat, but if the fire was just a little bit brighter, it would make things a little bit easier.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. What's popping up?
Should be on your site, on your account. Can you see anything on there?
I'm on.
I could see you smoking a doobie.
It's a cigarette, Luke.
Not really. One has tobacco, other has weed.
Well, now they know because of you. Thanks.
It's not like it's illegal. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
That's true. You're right, Luke. Now I can believe you.
It's not like you. It's not like someone's gonna say, "Oh my God, you're smoking weed. We have to call the cops." No,
Right.
no one's gonna give a shit. If I can get the camera, I just wish the lighting was better. That's it. Other than that, it should be fine. Wish I had enough plugged in too, but that thing would be fully charged. It's not fully charged. We'll figure some out. Let's see. I'm gonna prop up the camera a bit because I can see you semi well. Let's see if I can higher it up a bit. That's a lot better.
Oh my God! All you could see is my head.
That's good. I see you barely, but yeah, that's why brighter the fire, better the lighting. Okay, we're gonna need more.
So you want me to put more fire?
More wood, definitely. That would increase the lighting, and you wouldn't have any problems seeing.
Okay, I'm on it, Luke.
Probably intelligently, maybe 3 or 4 log pieces.
Help me. Those are dead. Those are all rotted. You gotta go over here.
Good thing I won't trip on anything. like I'm a celebrity to begin with.
Put it on this one.
Here.
Right on the middle. On the middle. Oh, if you want to do that.
Give it a bit. Let's see. Once that thing heats up, then it should brighten up a lot. Because that was the only thing that worried me is the lighting. So if you can't see the people, it makes it so much harder. That's the only issue that not having the right lighting is. Because most cameras, unless they're expensive, they don't have night vision.
Fuck, imagine you had one.
Well, that'd be great, but it doesn't. At least Sierra's there. Just trying to get everything to work. Now I can see you a lot better.
You come with a little ghost.
Yeah, no, I see it. At least we can see you a lot better now. Let's give it a shot. Sorry, me not falling on my ass. Grab a book. That's why having a third person would be great. If only we could find someone that's interesting in being a cameraman.
Yeah.
Or woman, I don't care. That's sexist.
Comment as much as you want.
Because I'm most likely will not be seen. Okay. Get to the first page. There we go. That's the best. Ready?
Yep.
Sorry if you guys can't see us, but I'm Charette,
And I'm Dominic.
and welcome to Legends of Mythology. We'll be talking about the wonderful book by Tara A. Delvin called Raycon, or its full name, The Most Haunted Locations in Japan. And the first location we'll be talking about today during this wonderful podcast, out obviously in the wonders of the beauty of outside, and also not for me to get my pants caught on fire, is Young Lady's Prayer. Location, Minoshino Hama, 79th-8 District, Isozaki, Matsushima, Machi, Yagi District, Yagi Prefecture, 981-0212. In the forest of Miyagi Prefecture, there stands a tree. Carved in the trunk of the tree are the final words of a young woman who took her own life. They say anyone who reads the young lady's prayer will be cursed to die as well. Undeterred, a young man set out to find the tree. The first time he was unsuccessful, obviously, because how are you able to find one tree out of a lot of other trees? Undeterred, in the forest all, and the sheer cliffs making the area dangerous to explore, but the second time Lady Luck shined upon him, he found the young lady's prayer. Cigarette butts littering the grounds, it was an unwritten rule that instead of leaving incense, you were to leave smokes. Dumb. Stealing his smokes. Young man that didn't smoke and struggled to light the cigarette, but he persevered. He didn't want to upset her, after all. The words stood before him. The girl carved out a large section of trunk before carving her final message to the world. They were a strange mixture of Chinese characters, or katakana, a script generally used for writing foreign words. Trying to read combinations was both off-putting and difficult. Not only that, the words themselves were puzzling. What what was the girl trying to say? The young man left his offering to the girl and got up to leave. He was satisfied that he finally found the tree, and he was able to read her final message firsthand. But as he turned around to go home, he felt something brush his back of his head, like a hand running across his hair. That would freak me the hell out. Wouldn't that freak you the hell out, Dom?
You know what I could do? I could put the chair right there.
Sure.
Maybe
Sure. Just don't want the. That'd be great. I was gonna say where the laptop is. What should go up? Just check the laptop and see what.
That's
see.
good.
A lot better.
A lot better.
Okay, good.
Might look a little crazy.
But we both look like a couple of schmucks. You look like some weird ass Fonzie guy.
I look like Fonzie. Hey,
You look like one of Fonzie's buddies, but it could be worse. I believe he was satisfied. Okay. He finally found the tree. He was able to read her final message. Firsthand, but he turned around to go home. He felt something brush the back of his head, like a hand running across his hair. Though it wasn't a touch, it was more like something grabbed at him, tugging on his hair. He turned back, there was nobody else there but him. In 1967, a female high school girl was found hanged from a tree in Miyagi Prefecture, with a mysterious message carved into the bark. I'll try to say this as loud as I can because we do not have our mics.
It's okay. You can hear. You don't have to go.
Oh.
It's
You
really.
can hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Right there.
At a time like this, at this time, I have realized my limit. I have lost all meaning to exist with nature, holding death in my hands. I will overcome this. Showa year 42, eldest son. Even to me, that doesn't make sense. What do you think it could mean? 'Cause I have no idea.
That's a little creepy.
There's a woman that hung. Why are you saying oldest son? And, is the woman 42 years old? I have no idea. What the girl was trying to convey with her final words remained a mystery. Why did she sign it with the Chinese character for eldest son? Why'd she use the combination of Chinese characters and katakana, making the words extremely difficult to read? It's possible, of course, that she carved her message in katakana rather than the standard hiragana script, because hiragana is curved and thus more difficult to carve. But the end result was foreign and off-putting nevertheless. People have spent years trying to find the hidden meaning behind her final words. Some have suggested the girl didn't carve the message at all. The message is unrelated, and it just happened to.
We got a comment. Who's that behind you?
Probably Sasquatch. Or Cousin Larry again.
Yes.
Be the tree she picked. Others have said that the characters used her eldest son at the end of the message were actually meant to signify her boyfriend. In reality, she was so heartbroken by her boy troubles, that sucks, that she took her own life. That was really sad. Hope that guy gets haunted. The true answer is that we'll never know. All we have are the remaining of a message that was carved over 50 years ago. But that will keep people from speculating on what really happened. One of the rules for visiting young ladies' prayer is if you it find the tree is to leave cigarettes as an offering. Why not incense?
Gross.
Maybe she don't like the smell of incense. Maybe she likes the smell of tobacco. To each their own. I prefer incense.
This is scaring me.
I know. I'm scared. Nobody knows how the rules came about, but over the years, it became the accepted thing to do. To this day, mountains of cigarette butts surround the remains of the tree the young lady hung herself from. The original tree was, at some point, cut down, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the stump is now little more than a burnt remains like from a rogue cigarette butt that wasn't put out. The carved message remains, however, the section of the tree was cut down and now lies a few meters away on the ground, deteriorating but still legible over 50 years later. That's weird.
Just in case.
Yep. Want to hang out with the pond? Get the shovel.
Yep.
And bury me with it. Over the years, the legend sprung up that said anyone who reads the young lady's prayer would be cursed to die as well. Oh well, considering pictures of the tree and its messages are all over the internet, it seems highly unlikely. But it's possible this legend grew out of another real-life tragedy. A female announcer from Miyagi Prefecture visited the site to film a report for a local TV channel. But on her way back, she was involved in an accident with a truck and died. Ever since that incident, visits to the tree decreased dramatically, but its legend continues to grow. It's difficult to say how much the tree will be around. The original stump has already been burnt to the ground, thanks to the carelessness of those who visit it. And it's possible that if people aren't careful in the future, young lady's prayer may be the next to go. So it's saying, people, if you're gonna leave them her cigarettes, don't light them because you're gonna burn down the poor message. That woman wrote that message in her before she died. It showed some respect.
Look around, bro.
I can't see this shit. The fire stuff to die. That's the good. There we go. Kurosuka. It was a year. It was the year the fire tiger in Jinki era 726. A monk of Key Providence, Tokubo Yukai, was traveling through Adachigahara. The sun was setting, so he stopped by a cavern and requested shelter for the night. A woman lived inside. The old woman kindly invited him in. She told Yukai that she didn't have enough firewood, so she would go out to gather some more. But while she was gone, he was not to look in the back room. After she, but Yukai was overcome with the curiosity, of course, just like with anybody. If you literally are
She
told,
actually is being serious. She said there's someone behind you. Creepy. It was your mom or something like that.
cool,
Cool, Luke. It's not cool. You understand me? Look at me. It's not cool. And if you brought anything to my goddamn house, you're getting a priest.
probably Susie. She's harmless.
What the fuck is that?
Little girl. Spirit.
What are you talking about?
At least that's what I call her. She seems nice. Worst thing she did was spook me. Other than that, she's cool. So, if you do see a little girl in a white nightgown, she's friendly. She won't kill you, probably. You told me you wanted to be scared.
Did you hear him? Did you hear what he just told me?
Okay. Overcome with curiosity after she left, he peeked into the room. There he found a mountain of human bones piled high. Shocked, Yukai remembered hearing a story of it Onibaba, who killed travelers in Adachikahara and ate their flesh. So, a cannibal old lady. Weird. Suspecting the old woman was the Onibaba, he fled to the cavern. The old woman returned a short while later. When she noticed Yukai fleeing, she ran after him. Soon caught up to him. Driven into a corner, Yukai took out the statue of Nyorin Cannon out of his luggage and frantically began to pray. Then the statue started to float in the air before him, formed a white bow of light with the power to exorcise demons, and from it shot forth the arrow made Vajra. The Onibaba was vanquished. Although she was defeated, the Onibaba was able to enter heaven with the guidance of Cannon. Statue. Yukai built the mound on the shore of Abukuma River to bury her. After that, it became known as the Kuruzuka, the Black Mound, the statue that guided the Onibaba to the heaven. The heaven where was thereafter called the White Bow Cannon. It took on deep faith. Above is the legend told by Kuruzuka, the grave of an Onibaba that you can visit in Fukushima Prefecture, and 100 meters away you can visit the Kanzenji Temple, which is said to also have been built by Yukai to defy Nyorin Cannon. The temple was grounds house, the cavern where the Onibaba lived, and the pond is said to be where she washed her blood-soaked knife. She also called the Blood Pond. As the only story told about the Onibaba, Adachikahara, however, there's another more sinister tale of how the Onibaba came to be. So that means we get to learn her backstory.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Dom, I see a woman being here.
Don't fuck with me, bro.
I had to fuck with you, man.
Did I drop my phone in the fire?
Shit out of me.
Did I drop my phone in the fire?
No, you're fine. That's what I had to do. I had to because you were trying to do that to me first.
My handshake, bro.
I know. There was one wet nurse called. Okay, why the hell is there people called wet nurses? Iwate, who's worked for the imperial court in Kyoto. One day, the princess she was carrying fell sick to a mysterious illness, but no matter what they tried, nothing worked. And so Iwate went to see a famous fortune teller. Why would you visit a fortune teller to figure out how to cure the person you're trying to take care of?
You fucking me, bro. This is a bad idea.
This was your idea. So if it's a bad idea, it's your fault.
Alright, just yeah.
If you feed her the liver of a live pregnant woman, she will get better. That is fucked up. I will not. Whoever tells people to do that is wrong. Fortune teller said, but it was not so easy to find a pregnant woman, nor was getting the liver from a live one.
Be careful because my neighbors might call the police if you say something.
Human liver. Worst thing they'll do is pretend that you will never borrow a lawnmower.
Let me try reading. That's the next paragraph.
Sure. Once we get to the next, you feed her the liver of a pregnant woman, the woman will get better. What do you think is someone's going to say? What the hell are you talking about? Nor is getting a liver from a living one so easy come by. Leaving her own daughter behind to find what she needed, Iwate eventually found herself all the way in Adachikahara,
Keep going.
where she set up a house next to a cave. I'm just getting to the next page. A young man by the name of Iko Monosuke and his wife Ko lost their way and appeared by Iwate Cave. They were on a trip looking for Ko's mother. They requested to stay the night in Iwate Cavern. But that night, Ko went into labor. Ino Monosuke hurried to find a doctor, but on the way he suddenly felt like something was wrong. So he returned to the cave. When he got there, he found Ko on the edge of death and Iwate's hand. Driven mad with despair, Iko Monosuke drove his own sword through his stomach to join his wife in the afterlife. Iwate then pulled the talisman from Ko's kimono. It was the same talisman she'd given her own daughter when she left. She left Kyoto all those years ago. She had killed her own daughter. Realizing this, Iwate went mad and transformed into a fearsome Onibaba. Whenever travelers came to stay in her cavern, the night she would kill them and consume their flesh. It's no longer haunted by Onibaba. It's said that if you by falling from the cavern she once lived in, the wound will refuse to heal. Children often play in the temple grounds. The cavern is just the right height for kids to climb upon and then fall from. Care must be taken, for while the Onibaba is gone, danger still lurks wherever she once lived. There's also a museum on the temple grounds. Inside you can view the actual knife is said the Onibaba used to kill her victims, as well as the pot she used to boil them. So she's a cannibal. Like 8 people. Like Ed Gein. Something wrong with that man.
You.
I don't eat human flesh. I eat pigs. Just like everybody else. Sausage, bacon. Cows make great burgers. And the hoe she used. And no, not the word the disrespect that is disrespectful to women. It's a gardening tool. For anyone that does not know what a hoe is.
Talking about being disrespectful.
In contrast to the most modern ghost spots, Kurizuka holds a long history reaching back almost 1,300 years. While you might not run into any modern ghosts who were violently murdered, you can get a glimpse into the equally brutal past, a closer look into the important piece of Japanese folklore, and view the birthplace of a gruesome legend. So the next thing, and this one will be for you.
No, keep reading.
What you wanted to read. Matsumagara
No, you go.
Branch Hospital. Oh, I forgot that you hate this book because you can't pronounce anything.
Yeah, wow, thank you.
I'm sorry. Not much, but
No, then give me it.
give me. You can do it.
You shine the light on me, but
Better.
yes. You come closer.
All I hear is
Come closer. Come. What the fuck is that?
it's nobody. That's anybody.
Just try not to flash anything fucking right. You don't want them to think that we're trying.
Worst thing people are gonna think is that we're a bunch of weirdos.
Location 2020 Olympia. I don't even know.
2020 what?
Omaya. Mia. Mihawa.
Oyama.
Oyama. Miho.
Ino.
Onoshiki District. Onoshiki District. Ibaki. Didn't we read this?
I think you did.
We did read this one. Prefecture.
Is that right? Otaka Shrine. Did we read that one? The young couple were just there for a bit of fun. No, I don't remember this one. Try that one. Otaka Shrine.
The Kishran.
It's Japan.
What is it?
That's where it starts.
The young couple were just there for a bit of fun. They heard the Otaka shrine was abandoned and wanted to see it for themselves firsthand. Who knew they might even find something interesting there? Perhaps some old shrines left good inside the building. Or even better, one of the ghosts said to inhabit the area. At least that was the young man was hoping for. His girlfriend, however, was less keen on the idea. But she didn't want to be left alone in the car, so she grabbed her camera and joined him. The shrine was overgrown with weeds, and at first glance kinda creepy. Her boyfriend rushed ahead, ignoring her pleas to slow down. She didn't want to be there. She was scared, and something about the place set her nerves on edge.
No one there, dude.
But no matter how much she complained and begged to get out of there, her boyfriend refused to listen. He grabbed the shrine doors and tugged, and they refused to open. He moved over to the windows and peeked inside. Instead, she begged him, over and over. She could feel someone or something looking at her. It unnerved her. Come on, quit it, let's go. She finally relented. She swung the camera around to return to the car. It wasn't later until she was watching what she recorded that she noticed an old woman standing behind the pillar, staring intensely at her.
Just being in my head, I'm just, oh, here's an old woman, and then all I think about is like an old woman walking up on her. It was just one of your neighbors pulling up. So that one guy is our your Jehovah's Witness friend.
Hotoka Shrine was built in the current location, Azuma Chakuzaka.
What is it?
Azuma Chaku.
Oh, I see what you're trying to pronounce. Okay, Azuma Chokusoki Kusagi. Azuma Chokusagi. Yeah, Azuma Chokusagi. That's how you spell Azuma.
Azuma Chukusaki.
There you go.
Nice.
Probably sounded like that.
Azuma Chukusaki.
But there you go.
The Hotoka Shrine was built in current location Azuma Chokosaki, Ghana Prefecture, in 1973. However, it eventually closed to the public sometime around 2000. It sits close to the Kasaki Lake, a man-made lake that was created after the nearby Kasaki Dam finished construction in 1976. The shrine is surrounded by mountains and forests, and the other things you'll find nearby are the Katsun Temple, an art museum, and a few residential houses, with an aging population and many of the residents moving to bigger cities. The area is progressively becoming less populated, and thus it's thought the shrine fell into ruin. There are two concrete shrine gates that led to the main building, which sit high behind a large concrete fence made much like a castle. A no trespassing sign and steel fence has been placed at the stair entrance to keep the public out. The shrine gates still show evidence of maintenance and weeding, so the building hasn't been entirely abandoned. At the very least, the front is kept neat and tidy, even though the main building has been marked off limits to all. It is of course very easy to jump over the small fence placed at the foot of the stair entrance. So many Haiko hunters over the years have been inside to photograph the remains of the shrine for all to see. The inside is for most part empty, although for some reason a large Japanese drum along remains. There have been long rumors of people hearing the sound of drum coming from the shrine despite the fact no one is around at the time. Perhaps the spirits are also unable to resist it, a good beat every now and then. One theory is